Hello, I'm Lady Nika, you can call me Nika, and today I'll be watching The Rings of Power Season 2, Episode 6, Where Is He? Oh, I don't know. Let's watch it and I'll talk about it after.
I don't care what they call us. Anything's better than dying out Adar chase a ghost.
Some fleeing orcs. That's supposed to be an ambush or... Because those two seem like, let's go just live our lives, you know? He's going to help? Alone? Or is he bringing someone? Bring the ants! Sorry, doesn't make much sense, but...
Well, our dispatches go unanswered.
Must I do everything myself?
We are laboring as hard as we can.
The orcs are taking the...
Some of us have noticed you seem especially ill-tempered of late, my lord.
Yeah, that's the influence of Sauron. You guys should have realized that the only difference in this, God knows how long they've been there, is Sauron.
What is your name again, Smith?
You mean you don't remember?
I don't get this. Elves are supposed to be
Mirdania.
smart.
She's called Mirdania.
Cannot be expected to remember everything.
But then again, he's powerful too, so influencing. But they should have noticed. That's my quarrel with all of this. Elves are supposed to be smarter than that.
The greatest
How is
of elven
he the
smiths
master
consumed
now?
by his work.
Of Aradia.
He asks
You know?
that I handle all matters of administration in his stead.
No, he didn't.
Now, what seems to be at issue?
My lord, the carving on the body. What did it say?
No one else can translate it? Really?
Where is he?
Elves? Oh, it says, where is he? Okay.
And I was the one who used its power to slay him.
Team. Didn't work.
What you say
But,
is
yeah.
true.
But I know he hides in Eregion. And I suspect you know for certain.
Yeah. Tell him it's Halbrand.
Halbrand is Sauron, isn't he?
Yeah, he figured it out. Should have figured it out sooner. Thought he was going to let her go.
We will speak again.
These hideous breaches of law warrant a sentence of death.
Yeah. You lost your best friend, who you thought was a best friend. And now you're going to
However-
lose your father. I hope you're very proud.
Given his many years of faithful service to our kingdom, it is the judgment of this court that the accused be set free, provided, of course, he renounces his crimes and pledges his loyalty to Numenor's true ruler.
Do you renounce your crimes?
Nope.
I do.
What?
And do you accept Ar-Pharazôn as Numenor's true king?
I know, survival speaks loud.
Not.
Thank you.
Speak louder, Lendil.
I do not. For Numenor's true ruler is now, and to the end of her days, Miriel, daughter of Tar Palantir,
Thank you.
and the only traitor here
It's you.
is you.
Now what are we to do with him?
You have done quite enough, boy.
Yeah.
Aye. Snoring? Who's snoring?
Does it show us things that will be, or things that only might be?
It shows tomorrow's clouds as clear as yesterday's sunshine.
Oh my god, that's helpful.
Follow old Tom, for he will show you.
Love the outfit.
It's not just where we live. It's our home.
It's me.
Nora.
So I got you into this rut. Maybe it's up to me to get you out. Turn myself in now. There's a chance I can get Poppy out too. Why are you looking at me like that?
Cute. Young love.
Turn yourself in, you might well be putting the whole world at risk. Not just stores, but Harford's
Yeah.
too. Your ma and dad.
It's not
Diddy.
just you.
How many times you told me he's important?
Which one is it?
You'll find your true staff only when the vision of your heart is single to the service of the secret fire.
But there are so many. One could spend months searching out there.
You have all the time you need. Unless there is somewhere else you wish to be. Many that die deserve life. Some that live deserve death. Who are you to give it to them?
Yeah.
Once I know that
Gandalf
she's safe, I could return to you.
says that to Frodo at some point.
You cannot.
In the minds of Moria, right?
Your friend or your destiny.
Well, if it is your destiny, then you are going to make it anyway. Right? If it's destined to be, or that's what I mean. If it's destined to be, or if you are destined to do that, you are going to do it. There is no wrong way. It can take longer if you keep taking the wrong paths, but destiny is that, right? It's meant to be. And it is going to take a long time for Gandalf to do it. Let's be honest. The line of During has always been a bit corrupted than obsessed with gold.
He summoned me, father.
No. He did.
Sauron?
I see the Seven is serving you well, Prince Durin.
No, it's not.
They're serving someone well.
Mhm.
I'll give you that.
The answer is no.
Oh,
Please give my regrets to Lord Celebrimbor.
oh. There is some of him still in there.
King Durin,
Yes.
Prince. Farewell.
He's going to release it?
We can name our price.
Have you gone mad?
Yeah,
The
definitely.
world's gone mad, my son. It is mine.
My
Belongs to
precious.
me.
No?
No.
I don't like that also. I'm gonna talk after.
How can you talk about him this way?
Durin.
Because he's crazy?
Talking about humiliating him.
Well, he's
About
doing that by
destroying him.
himself.
I love him
Doing that by himself.
as much as you do. Howley knows he's twice the father to me my own ever was. But the dwarf on that throne is not your father. As
Yeah.
long as he's wearing that ring, he's deaf to all other voices.
I still see my father. Lost and far away, yes, but he's still in there.
Find a way to recover it.
Always have you seen the light at the end of the cave, my love. Come.
Because he's still there, right?
You are to be cast into the sea to face trial by Abyss. They are summoning the sea worm as we speak.
Oh, from first season.
I have spoken with Ar-Pharazôn. He does not wish to further antagonize the faithful. His offer of mercy still stands.
You lost already, girl.
Where fealty to him.
No.
It is hardly mercy. If after all this, all you see is pride.
It's about what's best for Numenor.
Then there are no words left for us to speak.
Said your hatred for him had become hatred for me. And forever shut your ears to my voice.
Come on,
so
girl.
I knelt before him. And I begged, with my tongue to the dust, for the chance to go to her.
Is that meant to frighten us off?
No.
No.
It's meant to bring out
They
the...
are.
Oh. I thought she wanted them to hear what she heard.
I love you.
Love me later. This is only the beginning.
Yeah, she does know the mountain better than anyone. Probably even the king, because he's only seeing part of it. What's that? Numenor? I thought they were throwing him from like a higher up mountain.
You
or something.
forsake all earthly authority and accept the judgment of the Valar.
I accept their judgment.
Release him!
What?
Given that his crime was committed in my name, I have the right to face the Valar's judgment in his place.
Oh.
So it shall be!
No! Take me! Take me!
Namarie,
Miriel, you can't, you cannot.
we are to walk the path of the faithful. It must be me who takes the first step.
He has to follow the vision he had, right? Could she survive? Because she is meant to be the queen or something like that? I'm being a little bit hopeful right now. I don't think she will, but you know. Hope the suspense. The size of the creature.
The Valar have deemed her...
Yes! 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 Oh.
Hail! Tamriel!
Yes! Thank you. This was really good. I don't think she's safe now. So he'll be the one sending
Halbrand
people
is
there
sad.
now.
He's in Eregion to craft rings that will allow him to dominate my kind. And yours.
Every kind in Middle-earth.
But he will not attempt escape until his task is complete. Hoping I will reveal something.
You have already revealed everything I hoped you would. And more.
What? That the elves are coming.
This must be what he wants. Sauron has no army of his own. So he has lured yours here instead. He wants you to attack Eregion.
Bide her. She will be useful later.
Yeah. Listen.
Do not be a fool. No!
He's the one.
This is all his design.
He's the one who told you where he was. Will he make more orcs from the elves in Eregion? Is that the army that she's talking about? Or is he going to take control of Edar's children? I don't know how long it took for the elves to be corrupted into orcs, so... Too late, dude. There's nothing you can do anymore. You messed up.
I've had quite enough of you telling me where I belong!
Yeah. Too late. But, you know...
Unhand me, friend.
What is he doing? Yeah, well, he is very powerful.
Mithril ore. Refined to a powder by Narvi himself.
Did he
the
got
purest
it?
deposit yet found in their mines, 1/9 portion per ring. It should be enough. The rings of power. They will be deemed the most precious creations in all Middle-earth.
Not exactly. Ooh. I don't like war. I think that's obvious from everything I ever said about anything. But yeah. I thought we were going to see more of the Half-Hoods and Gandalf, and we had a little bit from it, but we were back in Numenor. I thought I was going to have a little bit of break from it, and I didn't. And we were back to Sauron, which I also thought we could get a bit of a break, but nope. But here we are. I don't think Adar is going to last too long anymore, because he fell into Sauron's trap. He figured it out by himself that Halbrand was Sauron, and he still did what he asked him to do. Sauron, he said, you know, go and attack Eregion, because that's where Sauron is going to be, and he's doing it exactly, you know. So yeah, I don't think he'll survive past this season, unfortunately. I kind of like him. Still a bit unsure about the orcs, and we know they are not going to be good at any point. They are kind of vicious creatures, but it's good to know that at some point they just wanted to live in Mordor and forget about everyone else and have their families and babies and whatever. But yeah, it will be a tough thing to imagine. And yeah, I think Sauron is going to get command the orcs for next season on. Adar is not going to be there. The rings will all be crafted. I'm pretty sure that's going to finish this season, because Celebrimbor is working on it, and they already have the right amount of mithril to do it, so there's not going to be any more mistakes or anything, more trials. It is what it is. And possibly the One Ring, it's going to be worked on future seasons, you know, because it was made in the in Mordor, right, in the mountain Doom. Yeah, that is going to be in the future, but I think we'll have the 9 at the end of this. I'm really upset about the rings and this Celebrimbor thing. That's something I wrote it down, and something that I want to talk about, because like I said it previously, and how I'm seeing this whole thing as a bit of a fan fiction, right? And I'm not upset about much of what they're doing, because it's, you know, it's original work. It's not Tolkien. And there are things, you know, like what's happening in Numenor, that it's making me very angry, but it is human behavior, you know. Humans act like that, and we know it. The hobbits, you know, they have a home there, and we know the hobbits in the future. I keep calling them, they are not hobbits yet, but the hobbits, we know they are going to have homes, and we know that they used to be moving, you know, that the Harfoots always moved, and, you know, it's all in what we know, you know, and that they like to keep their ways, you know. So the ones that are always walking, they feel like they have to keep moving, and the ones that have made their homes want to be there, you know, and have their breakfast and second breakfast, and, you know, all of that. So this is all working very well. Gandalf he still don't have the name, but it was mentioned there was a few hints, and, you know, very himself, you know, he doesn't follow any rules. And the fact that he's considering to help his friends instead of his destiny is something that is very Gandalf. Tom Bombadil, we don't know much. Even in the books, there isn't much about him, but I think he's, you know, he's doing very well. But the orcs being a bit more familiar, it's a little bit odd, but I'm okay with it. I'm you know, they're trying something different. It's fun, you know, as long as they end up in the same place they were at the end of it for the Lord of the Rings, then it's okay. You know, plans didn't work. But the elves in Eregion, it's not how I think of elves. They are very difficult to be corrupted. That's why Sauron doesn't even try much with them in the Lord of the Rings. And, you know, no one's really, the elves are their own. They decide if they want to help or not. You know, sometimes they help, sometimes they're not, but they are not really in the fight, because they are not corrupted by, they're always thinking, and you know, that they don't, the elves are not that easily corrupted. That's what I think. And it was so easy there, you know, at the end there, that vision that Sauron created, that's more like I would believe happening, you know, if it has happened like that. Because then they were not seeing exactly what they should. But still, I think elves could be able to realize that something wasn't completely right. But if he had used that, if he had used his illusions to corrupt them in a way, because they're not, evil, but they are doing his everything he wants, and it's making me crazy because he just talked a couple of things, like they were humans. The elves there are acting like humans, he says a couple of things and it just works. And I thought the first season that he will be able to make the Celebrimbor make the rings for him by using his ego, and he doesn't. I could have accepted it if it was like that, because one elf having a huge ego and not being able to see things correctly, I can kind of accept it. But a whole group of elves just doing his whatever he says, it doesn't sit right with me. It's not, it doesn't feel right to me, none of it. So it's something that it's making me very upset right now, the way that these elves are being perceived. Because we saw there Galadriel very, like, this is what he wants. She realized that in that moment. So she's thinking about everything that could happen. And she even thought about destroying the rings. So there is nothing of him anymore. And even though she is acting a bit, annoyingly sometimes, she still thinks. But the ones in Eregion are, it's so easy. That's the point that is upsetting me a lot, because it was so easy for Sauron to get them. It doesn't make sense how he's able to control everyone there. It doesn't make any sense. So that's the only thing about this whole Ring of Powers, of this whole series, that it's really upsetting me. This Eregion. And with it, the rings. There isn't in any moment that I recall, at least. Maybe I should reread the Silmarillion and Lord of the Rings and everything, because it's been a while since I read it. But I don't remember in any moment them saying that the rings from the elves and the rings from the dwarves to be that corrupted. I mean, only one of the dwarves is wearing the ring. It wasn't even spread to the other ones. Are they, maybe they are going to purify the rings somehow. If they do that, then I'll be okay with it. Because the elves one, I was okay with it being a bit, they need it, and it's not showing everything, like the elves can find a way through it. But from the dwarves, it's way too corrupted. What's going on there? It also doesn't make sense there, or how it's happening. But it could be fixed, they could purify it or make new ones. I don't know. That could be redone or fix it. It could be fixed. But the way the elves in Eregion were behaving, that's something. I talked too much about it already. I'm gonna stop. Let's keep watching and see where it goes. I'm trying to think what else happened. We have Gandalf. I think he's probably going to give up he's gonna have a new vision and go after Nori, and that's how he's going to find his staff. I don't remember the name now, but yeah. And Numenor, we have Miriam is all again. The people is seeing her, because that was a really big proof that the Valar are in her favor. So that's good. Not sure if she became queen again, because they were saying queen of the sea. So I'm a bit confused about everything that happened there. But yeah, she's in favor again. So yeah, let's wait for the next episode. I hope guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you for watching. Have a really great day.